Hi, I'm Stephanie Wolf-Epstein, and today we're going to do a little bit of a stress break and some stretches. If you've been sitting all day and you feel like your muscles are a little sore, a little tight, these are some exercises that you can do periodically throughout the day, or if you have time to set aside to do a few minutes, these are great to do. And these are also exercises that if you can't get to the floor for yoga, or you're uncomfortable with perhaps balancing on one foot, these are going to be great because we'll be using the chair, we'll be standing behind it. So go ahead and grab a chair, get in a position that's comfortable for you, and we'll just start by rolling out the shoulders. So again, this can be done while you're sitting at a desk, while you're working during the day. Just take a minute to really let go all the way through the neck and the shoulders, releasing any tension in that neck area. And then go ahead and take some breaths, some nice deep breaths to let the body begin to release. And then let's come on back to the front. Reach those arms all the way up and then all the way down. All the way up and all the way down. And if you have a desk in front of you, you can reach straight up and straight down. So you have that option. Lifting and down. We'll do one more. Lifting nice and tall. Now as the arms come down, keep the back lifted. So the top of the head is lifted, the spine is elongated. And let's just take one hand over to the knee and a small little twist. And back to center. Take the other hand with a small little twist. And back, and then we'll just take ear to shoulder. So very gently easing into these side to side positions. Don't rush it. And give your body permission to simply let go as you do each one of these. And you start to feel a little bit looser. Allow yourself to bring the ear over just a little farther if that's comfortable for you. And back up. One more each side. Ear. And up, and ear to shoulder, and up. Now we're turning our head on a 45-degree angle and lowering the chin. Back up, 45 degrees to the other side, lower the chin. And back up. Once more, each side, feeling all of the muscles in the back of the neck, down through to the scapula, that upper portion of the back, other side, gently releasing. And come back to center. Now this next one I like to call the turtle. It's as though a turtle is sneaking his head out of his shell. We're just extending front and retracting back. So extension, retraction. We're just massaging those top two vertebrae of the neck. Extension, retraction. One more. Extend, back, and then come right back into neutral spine. Let's go ahead and take that right arm, bring it right behind the back, and one more time, ear to shoulder on the left side, and you'll feel a nice stretch. It comes all the way through to the front as well, right from behind the ear, stretching all the way down to that clavicle. Gently back up, and we'll take the other arm, bring it around. And let's take right ear, right shoulder. Again, feeling that stretch coming through the front of the throat, the neck. And gently back up to center. And release. So let's go ahead. I'm going to sit forward just a little bit on this one, just to bring my hips to the front. And then I'm taking my right leg and I'm crossing it over. From here, I'm just lifting up and very gently bring the body towards the front. Now you're stretching down the side of that leg and right underneath. If it's uncomfortable to bring your leg across, you can do this exact same stretch. Just cross at the ankle and come forward and back. So whatever is easier for you. One more. Coming front. And gently coming back up. Now if your ankle is if you're crossed at the ankle, that's fine to leave your foot down. If you're crossed up at the knee, go ahead and bring that leg all the way over, and we're going back into that little spinal twist that we did, starting from a lift and then a pivot. Nice breath work right there. And slowly come back out to the center. Take your time, right back to the front, and release that leg down. So going to the other side, remember you can start leg at the ankle crossing, or you can bring this all the way up to the knee, either one. And we'll just do 3 extensions towards the front. Each one progressively a little bit more, but don't force it or push it. You want to do what your body is comfortable doing. Gently to the front. Place that hand on the knee and gently forward. And back up. If the ankles are crossed, keep the foot at the ankle, or bring that leg up and over and back to that little pivot. So start first lifting up. Exhale as you begin to look over your shoulder. And some nice breath work right here. Gently pivot back to the center, right back to where we started. Let's go ahead and take that right leg this time, and we're lifting up underneath. So if you can hold just under the hamstring, that's fine. If you want to bring this up a little higher, you can pull in just a little bit more, and that's a little bit more of a hamstring stretch. But I want to work on the foot. So we're flexing and pointing, so those toes come up and down. And if you haven't already taken your shoes off, you might want to take your shoes off for this one so that you can really work through the feet and get those toes pointing down and up. And then let's rotate, working through that ankle. Releasing all the way around. Reverse. One more, flex, point, and bring that leg down. Going over to the left side, scoop underneath. You can hold right behind the hamstring, or you can scoop that leg up, whichever's best for you. Flex and point, pulling those toes up and away. Stretching through the feet. Toes up and away. Really waking up the feet, and certainly releasing any tension in that ankle area. Really good for circulation to get those feet moving. 2 more. And then rotations, taking that foot around, releasing through the ankle, all the way around, and reverse, circling back, and back down to the floor. And from right here, we're going to put the toes down, and then we're just alternating the heels and just getting all of that movement coming up behind the legs, just all the way up from the heels to the hips, getting that blood flow moving a little bit. So just little heels up and down, all the way up and down. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Come on back. Let's go ahead and press up off the chair. So pivot a little bit to the side. To assist on this, we take the hand to the thigh, opposite hand to the chair, pressing up, nice and tall, and then let's walk behind the chair. So from here, we're taking the right foot and just press that heel down into the floor. So an elongation, that back leg is straight, and you're pushing the heel back and down into the floor. Now the chest is lifted. Let's take that left arm, reaching up, and exhale back. Now take your right arm and open around, back through the center, crossing over midline, and then back down to the front. Lift up off of that right heel, place it back in the center, and the left heel comes down. Taking your right arm, reaching all the way out and up, opening through the chest. So as much as the fingertips are lifting up, your heel is pressing down into the floor. And down. Take that left arm now, open out. And it's nice if you can follow the eye line with the hand. And then back around to the front and sweep across the body. And then back through to the center. Now if the hips are feeling a little tight because you've been sitting a lot, go ahead and take the right knee up on this one. You can still hold on. We're taking it front, opening out, front, and down. We'll do that 3 more times. Still nice and tall, lifting up. Here's 2, and we have 1 more. And down. Let's take this to the other side of the chair. Lift, open, up, down. Just releasing through that hip flexor a little bit. Up, and down. 2 more. Up, open. 1 more time. Up, open, and down. Let's go ahead and take feet apart, a little bit more than the width of your chair. And I want that left foot to turn out, and the right foot steps back a little bit. So you still have the chair here. We're reaching the left arm out, and then those left fingertips reach up to the sky. Try and open up through the chest. Oh, nice elongation, and come back down. Pivot that left foot in, pivot that right foot out, and let's take that right arm, reaching. Take those fingertips up, open through the side body, and back through center. Come back to the front. We'll do that once more. Left foot turns out, reach those arms out, lifting up, open through the chest, through the lunge, you're really lifting. And back down. Come back to center, pivot that right foot, reaching out, palm turns up, opening up. Think of lifting from that lowest rib cage. And back to the center. And come right on back. Bring those feet back in behind the chair, and we're lifting up. So we're going from the toes all the way up to the top of the head, lifting and down. Bend those knees, lifting and down. 1 more, lifting and down. Now we're bringing the feet 1 foot distance apart, and we're coming all the way back up again. And we're taking that right arm, and use that right arm to reach all the way up. Come back down. Take that left arm and reach all the way up. Come back down. Release back down to your heels and shake out the feet. So we're feeling nice and tall, nice and lifted. And then go ahead and come on back around, and let's have a seat in the chair for just a moment. We'll come back to right here. We're still lifting up nice and tall. Body is up. Take both arms out, reaching out, and then elbows come together, trying to bring those elbows to touch. Come on out. Elbows together. 1 more time. Reach, elbows together, and come right back to center. Now the hands, we haven't talked about those hands, but I want you to just wiggle those fingers, working through each finger, and then just touching 1 finger at a time to the thumb. Just bringing those fingers in. And 1 more. Open, close, and then just release those hands. Rotate those wrists all the way down. 1 hand underneath your right leg, the other hand underneath your left leg, and lift from the top of the head and down. Stretching those hands. Go ahead and turn under. So now those palms are up. Lifting up, nice and tall. And 1 more. Palms down. Lift up nice and tall. And release. Nice. Let's inhale up. All the way down. And release. Thank you so much for joining me again today. I am Stephanie Wolf Epstein, and I really appreciate you being here today.